Alright, so we have everything installed, ready to go. We're now looking at our empty project and thinking, alright, how do I use Grunt on this now? Well, the first thing you always need to do whenever you want to gruntify a project is you navigate to that project's home directory, which we should have done in the last video, and type npm init and hit enter. And what this is going to do is it's going to walk you through setting up a core package.json file. Now this is just core basic information about your project, nothing really, Grunt related, but Grunt is going to use this file to do, all those automated tasks later on. So all this stuff's really easy. The name of your project, I'm just going to name this demo. The version 1.0 looks good. Description, will be like a website about bacon. Entry point, index.html. Test command, nope. Get repository, too lazy to set that up. Keywords, nope. You can just hit enter and skip through most of these if you're too lazy to fill them out. Author, Bucky Roberts, just gonna hit enter for the rest of these. Alright, so there's, some core information about my project. Is this okay? Yes, it is. Looks awesome. And boom. Now check out what happened, actually. If I refresh this, you can see that what that did is it created this file right here, package.json. And essentially it's just a JSON file of all the information that we just gave it. So now Grunt can use this whenever it needs basic info, and we can actually delete this scripts and this license right here because I want to clunk it up with too much crap that we don't need. And let me expand this again, and well, might as well keep that open. Alright, so after that, what we need to do is we need to install one more thing, and that is Grunt itself. And you guys are like, didn't we already do that with the Grunt CLI? This is where it gets kind of confusing. The Grunt CLI is a program that allows us to type Grunt commands. Grunt itself is the thing that's going to be doing all those automated tasks like minifying our CSS and JavaScript and watching our less files. So again, CLI just allows us to type Grunt commands. Grunt is going to be doing all the cool stuff. Why they separated them, I don't know. It's kind of confusing, but whatever. So in each project that you have, you're going to install Grunt so it can do those automated tasks. So again, from your project's home directory, type npm install Grunt. Now you also want to type save -dev. Now what this is going to do is it's going to save it as a dependency, and you guys are going to see after you hit enter what that means. And by the way, these warnings that pop up at first, they're not like error messages, so if you see them, don't freak out. This is just saying, hey, you don't have a readme, you don't have a repository yet, and your package.json, that license, you deleted it. It doesn't really matter. It's more actually information instead of warnings. Why did they make it like bright yellow? It makes me feel like I just deleted like the most important file on my computer or something. But don't freak out. Now, another thing I want to show you guys is this. So if you refresh your package.json, what you see is that it actually added Grunt as a dependency. Now, a dependency is just something that your project uses. So whenever we install those other plugins, we're going to see those as dependencies as well. And also, it installed Grunt itself. So it gave you a folder called node_modules, and we now have a module called Grunt. Now, we're never actually going to be in here editing any of these files. It just says, okay, you can now use Grunt in your project. So that's all we did. Again, a lot of this always happens behind the scenes, but I just wanted to give you guys a detailed explanation because if you see a bunch of files popping up in your project, you don't get freaked out. So you now know what everything is doing, package.json, and we now have Grunt installed. In the next video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to install those plugins and actually doing something useful. So see you then.